Stand by. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening. Can you hear me loud and clearly, Colin?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you because you decided you don't want to break the camera, but I can hear you.
Well, I'm going to do a reveal soon.
But I'm not sure. Well, let me put it this way. I think it's you, but I'm not sure. You might be faked. Yeah, you might be faked.
It's just a problem in this day and age.
I might be faked and not know it. And that's really worrying.
I've always been faked.
Well, yeah. No, come on. Let's be fair. There's no way I'm made that could fake me.
Let's be fair. No one else can fake you.
Yeah, I said no AI that's been made could fake me.
Yeah, like
the AI trying. Ooh.
Ooh, that's nasty. Greetings, Miranda.
Yes. Well, yeah, she will be easy for one. It'll probably take a while for her to. Hopefully, it will take a while. Sorry, it will probably take a while for her to maybe get used to the new foot as well. The feel of new foot, I would imagine.
As long as she hasn't become the bionic woman, you're all right.
Yeah, if she starts running in slow motion, you know there's something weird.
Oh, noise.
Yeah.
It's like they slow it down to camera motion.
Yeah. I was saying that. I was watching a you see these things come up that
yeah.
15 amazing facts you didn't know about such all these things. Yeah, I would imagine some of it's that bad if I had to have iron. But one of the things was about the $6 million man and the bionic woman. What I hadn't realised, all those jumps that she does, it's not just slowed up.
Mm-hmm.
The film is reversed as well. So when you see Jamie jumping up onto something, the stunt woman jumped backwards off of it. Yeah, but she jumped backwards off of it. So not just jumping off. Hey, Darren. But she literally just jumped. She jumped off and jumped off backwards rather than jump.
Well, okay. Shall I put my camera on?
Oh, come on, let's have a look at this horrible AI reveal of yours.
No, right. As you may or may not know, I've got new glasses. So, is this bloody microphone working, or is AI trying to hide it?
I can hear. Yeah, you're working.
Hello, testing. I swear this microphone.
I can hear you fine. I've got no problems hearing you.
Right.
Okay. And I haven't had any problem hearing you at all.
I need a new microphone. That's what I need. Okay. So, as you may or may not know, I've got new glasses.
Okay,
I've gone for Michael Caine / Brains from Thunderbirds, and yes, they are blue.
Oddly enough, I was thinking more case of you should be in a rat cage.
Up yours, Colin.
Well, you look about 9, so.
Joe 90, yeah, funny, but yeah. Joe 90 had inner lenses. Thanks, Miranda. Yeah. So tonight's subject. I was watching a Star Talk video with Neil deGrasse Tyson the other night.
Yeah.
And he was talking, he opened the video saying that he believed the Earth is actually flat. And then he took his phone away and goes, "That's not me, that's deep fake."
I saw that. When I first saw it, I thought he was doing one of these things. You know, you see people do it when they do it for a joke. You know, they say something that obviously they wouldn't normally say.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of this way. Deep fake is getting out of control, isn't it?
Well, it gets to a point where you can't tell. I mean, it's been a thing sort of for a while.
No, it's a Rubik's Cube.
It's been a thing for a while. You know, you sort of half jokingly say that, you know, I don't know, is it, you know, I don't know if it's I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah.
You know, you have to look, and you sort of sit and you count the number of fingers, and you look the way the face goes and sort of things like this.
Right. Well, I just want to say, if AI is recording me right now, good luck, because I've got no top teeth. And you see, here I've got a scar, right?
Yeah.
You can't pick it up, but good luck, AI, trying to freaking redo.
Oh, I don't know. AI can do that.
AI.
No, because don't forget, all it do is just take images of you.
You take images of me.
Yeah.
But I've got a scar there, and AI can't copy that.
Are you sure? Now, if it takes a picture of you, right? If it takes images of you, depending upon the resolution, pictures of that, and if it's a high enough resolution, if not, it just makes the image slightly lower resolution so that you can't see it's not there.
Grandma says, yes, AI is getting way too real. I had been using it to create letters and stuff when dealing with the council planning office. Is that just to piss off the council, Miranda?
Well, what gets me is it's I think we are
in a dangerous time.
No, I think we're misusing it. I think we are. I think we're misusing the language. I don't think we should be calling it artificial intelligence, because it's not intelligent. It's a language. It's a large language learning module. You want artificial intelligence.
So it's artificial unintelligent.
No. It's artificial thinking. It communicate. I'm not sure what the word is, because it's not. I suppose it depends on how you define intelligence. It's certainly not consciousness. Well, oddly enough, around, I was just linking to that.
I hope not.
The at the risk of going off of a minor spiral and coming back on an odd warp. The first time I heard about Sherlock Holmes having a smarter older brother, Mycroft, was in a novel by Robert Heinlein. No, not Starship Troopers, for once.
Going to play a game by Colin's going off.
No, there's a reason. No, the reason is, I mean, this was written, I don't know when The Moon is a Harsh Mistress was written probably in the 60s. I can't remember when Heinlein died. But the basis of it is The Moon is a penal colony. But the thing is, at one point, it is the basic story is that the computer, that they keep adding so much onto the main computer that runs Moonbase that it becomes intelligent and it becomes conscious. So it becomes a true, the way he describes it. And as I said, this is theory from 1950s science. But there are so many connections to this processor that it becomes as many processors close enough as yeah, absolutely. That it becomes awake, it becomes self-aware, awake and intelligent. And I think we've got different things we all put under artificial intelligence. But the point they do is the point we're almost at now is the computer runs the rebellion, but it appears it has an avatar on the screen But no, but the only people that know that this Adam Saline character does not exist are the people who know it's a computer, because it appears on. He only ever appears on the screen, the rest of it. But because the computer is so powerful and it's got the consciousness and true intelligence behind it, it can literally imitate. Our life person. Are you familiar with the Turing test?
The Turing test.
Turing, yeah.
What? Where you have to do like a little game just to prove how intelligent you are.
Yeah, the basis of the the basis of the Turing test is that is that in order to pass the Turing test, a computer has to be able to respond to you and you not know it's a computer. That's the basic, the very base of the Turing test is you can't tell it's a computer because its responses are so good, which at the moment a lot of the time are not there. But yes, I mean there were some really good and frightening points in that in that video.
Yeah, have we finished talking about Hyman?
Second, yeah, I'm saying. I mean, I said
yeah,
that's what I would think of as a true artificial intelligence.
I know, but when we talk about Robert Hyman, you know, so we finished talking about Hyman.
Yeah, I said. I mean, it was just an example of what AI is.
Right. So yeah, right. Well, anyway, in fact, the things that were raised, especially with what the cold calling now.
Yeah.
You know, that is dangerous. Another problem is my mother has started watching all these fake videos on Facebook. And she thinks most of it is real. And I just looked at her and went, no, that's AI, you silly tart.
Well, but how, yeah, exactly. But you know, only if you're not in the know, this is the danger. If you're not in the know, how can you, how sure can you be? If you're not in the know what's going on, that is indeed, as you say, that's where it's dangerous. That's where it starts getting dangerous.
It's just, how can I put this? Right. You've got one for parody, I can understand.
Yeah.
Right? That's totally fine. But when you're making up fake news, especially when it comes to, and I don't like talking about government, but you know where.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Got fake media saying about the government did this and this today. You know it's not real. You know it's just you hope.
Yeah, so yeah. A lot of it depends what it is. You hope it's not real, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting. Are we getting closer and closer and closer? Where AI, or I say deep fake, is getting so real. It's like we don't know what's what anymore.
What's it? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, there's an actress out there that's made it completely up of AI.
Yep, I've seen things about that. Yep.
It's just the thing is with AI. I don't think we're very far off, but with deepfake and that, they should keep logos on it. I think.
Well, yeah,
so, like a woman saying, "This is not real."
Yeah, the thing is that yes, I mean, because it's that's not the real. I think the really dangerous bit is when it gets to that point, and of course, malicious actors won't put that on.
Yeah.
You know, they won't. Okay. The thing with that is, if we do that and people get used to, yep, there's a little symbol that says it's fake. So if someone puts out something that's fake, doesn't have the symbol on it, people will say, That can't be real. Oh, hold a minute. It hasn't got a symbol that says it's fake, so it must be real.
AI is too much in movies now, making people look plastic. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Most Hollywood is plastic.
Well, yeah. But yeah, but I agree with you. I agree with you. But that is exactly that. There should be some way. But as I said, the downside of that is, the when everybody starts relying on the rules to tell them that something is fake, that's fine until someone deliberately leaves it off.
Yes.
So you see something that's fake, and that they deliberately leave it off. So people start thinking, oh, the fake warning's not on there, therefore it must be real.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like so many other things. It's all very, you know, the rules are all very well, but you know, I mean, at the risk of sort of touching on governmental areas and the rest of it, yeah, fine. Let's make something illegal. Oh, that's all very well. Okay, so you're relying on the criminals to not be criminals. You know, if you mandate something, you're then relying on people. If you want to say everything must be marked shirts out, it's fake. You're relying on people who make things fake to mark it as fake.
Yeah.
You know, you're relying on, and people are always going. People, you know, if people are malicious behind someone, they will not. You know, they will use that to their advantage. So yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 situation, I think, in as much as what do you do with them? But where it's getting, I was going to say, just something that that Tyson mentioned that rung through with me. I listen to a lot of YouTube videos these days.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to quite a few. There's a few channels that do short sci-fi stories. Some better than others, but the AI ones, unfortunately, the AI is good. You know, you can't tell. You know, sometimes the only way which you tell is when it stops in the middle of a sentence and runs two sentences together by carrying on when it should stop. You know, that's the thing that I notice, and it's I suppose it's the audible version of the uncanny valley. You know, it sounds really good until they run two sentences together. So it's. I mean, I don't know if it's just people are too lazy to actually voice record the script they've done, or they're not confident enough to, or so on and so forth. Like, you know, there's several reasons for doing it, but they're not actually able. I don't know how to, or don't bother to go in and edit it to get the intonation proper.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, right, on this channel, we don't use AI at all, right? We're never going to use it because, one, I don't believe in it. I know Colin uses it on the side, don't you, Colin?
And B, we don't have any intelligence.
Yes. Colin's right. Intelligence and on the smarter.
I genuinely don't know if it's true AI or not. I mean, I do sometimes for artwork and the rest of it, because I've I've had this discussion. Well, with you, we've had this discussion before.
Bugger all to do.
No. I mean, the you know, you get people like Shadowversity, for example, or in favour of embracing, but I think where AI comes in useful is if you want to do something but you don't have a talent. I have absolutely no artistic talent when it comes to to drawing whatsoever. I couldn't draw a straight line with a ruler. But if I've got an AI program that will let me imagine a character for a role play game, for example, I can get the AI to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like anything else. It's a tool that's got its uses, but it's something that we have to get our heads around how we deal with it.
Yeah.
There's an old one of my favorite. There's an old-ish joke about translating into modern English because it goes back a few thousand years. But a guy comes back to his wife from a hard day at the weapons factory, and he sort of says, "We've done it. We've finally invented the ultimate weapon. The ultimate weapon that means that war is now so terrible, no one will ever engage in it. We can kill without risk." And he shows her my picture, the bow.
Yeah.
In other words, the thing, but I mean, okay, the bow. You think about it. You can kill at range. It's an ultimate weapon. No one's going to get close. Okay, so we learn to adapt with it. We learn to adapt. How do we adapt to it? How do we deal with it?
Yeah. The ultimate weapon's a bow. Well, until they invented the gun.
I was having this discussion last night, interestingly. Until I will sort of go with that one, but depending upon your definitions, I will say until they invented the machine gun, because in the hands of a skilled archer, a bow has got a massive great rate of fire. It's not they've got the range. So yeah, if you're talking about distances, but yeah. But exactly. I mean, so we've got AI. So is the next stage, as I think they mentioned in that video, an AI or something similar to spot what part of an image is fake?
Yes.
Is that the next stage?
Yeah.
An AI which points out, or something that points out that something's AI.
How can I put this? I still just don't trust it. All my openings are not AI.
Yeah.
Right? I created them from scratch. I used After Effects and all that. I use clips and all, but I've had to get very creative. But I didn't type in to AI and say, "Can you create me the most fantastic opening for FFSI ever?"
Yeah, exactly. You've got the skill to do it, right?
I've got the skill to do it, yes,
Yeah.
but it's still amateurish when it comes to these openings. But it just shows I've left my mark.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, but you've got the skill to do that. I don't know that I would use AI because I'm not sufficiently motivated. But as I said, when it comes to drawing characters for effectively, Miranda, in some ways, use a thief to catch a thief.
Yeah.
The as I said, I mean, when it comes to doing artwork for things that I'm doing, like if for characters for a role play game or something like that, or other things, I do not have the skill to put down on paper or do it on computer. So I will use the tools I can use. Right. Basically, but I think your basic point is, it's getting to the point of being quite scary.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson is right.
About some things.
Well, I do watch quite a lot of these videos about like space and all this and that. But this is why I rather subscribe to the actual proper YouTube channels and not the fake YouTube channels. You have to check if these people are genuine enough.
Yeah, because I think the thing is, how do can you always tell the difference? And that is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
what happened?
my mum,
What
for Christ's
happened?
sake, read a book.
Sorry, say again.
I said to my mum the other day, for Christ's sake, read a book.
But okay. But what about an audio book? Much more convenient.
Much more convenient.
What if that audio book's been done by a text-to-speech into artificial intelligence? How do you know the book's not been written by AI?
When I said to my mum, for Christ's sake, read a book, right?
Yeah.
I meant read a book, not go on your phone and read a book.
Yeah, but how do you know that that book has not been written by AI, even if it's printed?
Simple. You look at the publication date.
Oh, so what you're saying is read something that was printed before it could have been done by AI.
Yeah.
So you don't read anything modern.
Yes. I like to read a book that's not written by AI, right? But you just always look at the publication date.
Yeah, but
don't forget, I've got a book coming out, right? But that's not written by AI.
Okay, so you wouldn't have anybody read that because they can't be sure it's not written by AI because of the publication date. You would tell your mum not to read that book because
the book's been 8 years in the making.
You said the publication date, right? You know that, but all anybody picks a book up is so you pick a book up. So you pick any book up, you don't know how long it's been in the making, right? But no, I get your point. What I'm saying is even that isn't necessarily, even that isn't necessarily a solution. Or you get a book that, how do you know the publication date's accurate? What if the publication date says 1885, but it's not? What's the publication date? It's a minefield, isn't it? Really, I think.
I know it's a minefield.
Yeah, I think you.
My book is not written by AI. It was edited by you, right? This is before AI started becoming a thing. It's been 8 years in the making, and we're still writing the rest of the series.
We are. I did know. What I'm saying is, you're right. I get you. And the thing is,
don't forget, we have experimented with AI, right, on this channel. On Word for Windows. I think it was the previous stream. AI is too good.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing. Is as you're following your point through.
Yeah, this is why I like to. It's better to leave a mistake in a book than it's not written by AI.
I was going to until you get to the point where the AI reads all these things and learns that lesson.
Bloody hope not.
Yeah. I mean, what if an AI is trained to learn that lesson and it's trained to start being imperfect? We go from the point of, okay, we count the number of fingers or we look at the eyes because AI has difficulty with fingers and with eyes when it comes to graphic work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if the point beyond that is AI can be trained so that it's to writing, for example, is not perfect. Humans don't speak perfectly.
How does the AI really need?
Say again?
How much processing power does the AI really need?
I honestly don't know. But there's a thing called, is it Moore's Law? Something which basically says that over a set period of time, it has to do with how memory size, cost, I think, and processing capacity go, and they double every X amount of time. and the process, and the more so so there's a limit to processing power, but it's quite a high limit.
Mhm.
So okay, so I mean, you've got to look at it. You look at AI from 2 years ago and AI from now, right?
Yeah.
How far it's come in 2 years. Some of that is going to be more is going to be better processing power, I suspect. And
Yeah.
some of that is going to be better understanding of how to do it. So where's it going to be? I mean, you got the likes of Rabbi Sweet. He's convinced that in a year's time, 2 years' time, you'll be able to get an AI that will actually you will be able to tell it to make a Doctor Who episode for you, and it will make a Doctor Who episode for you. He's convinced that it's that we're near to that sort of ability levels. Who knows?
The dangers, eh?
Well, it's not new to be honest. Again, it depends on your definitions, but it's not new. There was a joke going around years ago, decades ago now, that the flight deck of an aircraft will contain three things. It will contain the autopilot. It will contain a human being to take over if the autopilot does anything wrong, and it will contain a dog. And the dog's job is to bite the human if he tries to interfere with the autopilot. Well, in other words, the human's there if the autopilot goes wrong, but we don't trust we trust the autopilot more than we trust the human. And I said, that was a couple of decades that joke's been around.
How about that film Airplane, if you see it? Activate the autopilot, and it turns out to be a blow up.
Yeah, but is an autopilot a very limited type of AI? I don't know the answer to that question. AI wasn't really in common thought when autopilots came out.
Well, now that autopilot can take the plane off and land the plane.
Yeah, it can do everything. I mean, you think about it. You've got Tesla who's coming up with fully automated vehicles.
Yes.
Take the human out of the thing altogether.
That's still is it worth having humans driving the vehicles?
I'd rather trust the human. Well, it depends, but I mean, I think at the risk of being a little bit, I don't know, paranoid's not the right word, but I think one of the biggest risks in AI is not the AI, it's the humans who train it. Because humans have prejudices.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were stories years ago of you get sorts of things like Grok and the early AI things coming out, and they would come out with things, and you'd ask questions, and they'd come up with extremely, shall we say, politically incorrect answers, which may just happen to reflect what some people's reality. As a result of which, the people behind them, because they didn't like the answers, they crippled their AIs to stop them doing it. That I think is possibly an even bigger gash in, gash out. Gotta go. Old programming phrase, that one. But exactly. The thing is, that may well be the bigger problem. Not so much what the AI is doing, as how it's programmed to see the world.
Yeah. Well, the dangers of AI, folks, and deep faking and everything else.
Yeah. And the deep faking is really scary.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that sci-fi authors have been, in particular, have been warning about for years, but it's getting to that point where you can't always tell. I mean, it's especially if it's something that feeds into your preconceptions, or you're not sufficiently. I'm not sure what the way to phrase, but you're not sufficiently able, for whatever reasons, for your knowledge base, your interest levels, or whatever, to actually look at something and examine something sufficiently critically to look at it closely and say, "Oh right, oh that must be fake." Was that the one? Was that the one that? Was that the one that kept coming back with politically incorrect answers every time they asked it questions? It came back with answers which happened to be true, but that didn't fit the narrative. That was one of them that did that.
The quantum computer wasn't called Deep Thought, was it?
That's good. Did you see? Was it a while ago? There was this thing where there was one of them that you cannot question, and almost everything you put in, you would put in a question. You know, you would ask it to produce you a picture of you'd ask it to put in a picture of, say, a party of cavaliers and Roundheads from the English Civil War, and it would come back, and every single and not one of the characters was white. You know, that was the thing. I remember that being what, about a year or so ago. You get that sort of thing where it was.
No, we're definitely not having those.
Oh, Walter the robot.
She's talking about the Prometheus and Alien Covenant films.
The David I recognised from that. I didn't recognise Walter from that one.
Yeah, Walter was in Alien Covenant.
Oh right, okay. I say Walter the robot.
It was exactly the same as David, but more better model.
Oh right. Oh, that was it, was it? Oh right. Okay, that one.
Yeah.
So the David I recognised, but I don't remember the Walter one.
We don't want David.
Nah.
Meredith Archers.
And again, we could get a Holly.
Oh, Holly would be good.
Or we could get Hal.
No. Hal? Yeah. But not Hal.
Well, you think about it. I mean, yeah, but interestingly, that's an interesting question, because you look at it when you get 2010 comes out.
Yeah.
And oh, come on, Miranda.
Now she's going.
Nobody wants Aurak. Even Aaron couldn't handle Aurak by pulling the power thing off. Nobody wants Aurak. Okay, and Vickers, are you talking about guys with brains with who take off their hats and talk and have see-through brains and talk nonsense? Because Alex hasn't watched Babylon 5. If that's the sort of Vickers you're talking about. Yeah, I said. I mean, the thing is, if you actually notice it, it comes out. What's that? It comes out with a reason for why Hal goes nuts, and it's not Hal's problem.
No, he had a panic attack, and how can
a
computer have a panic attack?
No, Hal was fed.
He was fed. He
was fed information, orders which went against his prime orders.
Yeah, and he became trapped and panicked.
Well, did he panic? I'm not sure, but I said, yeah. But basically, the problem with Hal was you don't know that in the first film, but when when he comes to the second one, it's the conflict was caused because he had a conflict of base level programming.
All together now, days who go.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
Oh, God, I've got to watch 2001 again. And 2010.
Yeah, 2010, I think, is probably the better. 2001 is one of those movies.
2001 was a trip. 2010 was the explanation or about the trip.
2001 was 2001 is unpopular opinion maybe. It's like the first Star Trek. It can be very slow in places.
Yes,
it's very it's very trippy. Isn't necessarily the right word, but I can see where you're coming from with that. It's very I'm not sure even intellectual is the right word for it. Arty.
Yeah, but a lot of people were taking a to watch the film.
Say again?
I heard he's had a lot of people were taking LSD to watch the film. Especially when you went through the Stargate.
I was going to say, yeah, I can imagine it at the end. You don't need it at the end.
No.
You don't need to take anything.
As they say, whoa, far out, man.
Yeah, literally in that case, in his case.
Okay,
even then, that had some really clever things about that the bit at the end of Stargate of 2001. Interesting things, and in 2010 as well, where Borman is sort of out of time because, as in, he's outside of time because you look, his appearance seems to be from any time in a lifetime. You know, he can be a really, really old man, and the next second he's a baby. You know, as if they're taking, as if that's something that's not set in linear time.
That's the interesting thing. 2001. It's just one of those. It is a masterpiece. You know.
Whatever you think about it, I mean, it's one of those ones that it started off as a short story, and then Kubrick optioned the short story and got Clark to write the story for the film.
Yeah.
So you read 2001, the book. It's actually, it is literally, it's like something I hadn't realised. It's like Where Eagles Dare is a novelization of the movie. It's not an original. It's not the original book. When I hadn't realised that till I saw that thing that I sent you before. You said you'd seen, or you knew most of it. I hadn't realised that it's a effectively novelization of the film. Now, often novelizations are often quite used because they can sort of fill in things that aren't in the movie or the show, or things that sort of get left on a cutting room floor and all sorts of things. But I think that's it's probably quite rare that you get something like that where the novelization, where you think it's a novelization by an established author, and actually they've just literally, it's not it's not published as a novelization. It's published as just an independent novel.
Let's call it an adventure story.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is, but the thing is, it's the story. The thing is that the story is actually, when it's the story is okay, someone written it from their own screenplay from a film, rather than someone writing a screenplay from their book. You know, usually it's either when there is a connection between a film and a book, either the film is a film of the book, or the book is a novelization of the film. That's just occasionally you get where the author writes a screenplay and a film based on a short story, based on a running, and then they bring that out as a novel, which is not necessarily immediately connected as being coming from the film, especially because as often as not, the book will come up before the film.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, and it's strange. We've gone from you're talking about deep faking AI and all that, to now talking about where Eagle was dead.
When has one of these shows ever kept to one subject?
One topic, yeah. Good point.
Oh, come on. We don't do one topic, that would be boring.
Of course it is. Well, anyway. Yeah, so we're still not going to use AI on this channel.
No. Well,
We never use it. So, and if anyone wants to deep fake me, good luck. Because I'll probably piss myself laughing and saying, oh, that's a good interpretation of me.
So if anybody wants to deep fake you, why? If anybody didn't want to fake anyways, why?
To say that I'm probably plugging a book in the future that I've never even heard of.
Yeah. I think it's if anybody wants to deep fake you, it's got to mean that you've got some sort of influence or some sort of something they want to what's the word I'm looking for? Something they want to exploit. Yes, they want to use for their own whatever those ends are.
Agenda?
Yeah, their own agenda, their own ends. Yeah, they've got to have something that they can use.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen next year after the book comes out.
Nope.
I think YouTube will eventually bring down the ban hammer on AI. I hope so as well. But if anyone wants to deepfake me and also, good luck to you. But I'll turn around and say, well, that's not really me anyway.
Yeah.
You have to prove a point. Because it's like these ads they kept coming up with celebrities promoted something and this celebrity hasn't got any clue what they've promoted.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you on TV the other day. Really? But it's just where you got those stupid links that saying this celebrity's promoting this, click on this link to find out.
I'd never bother with any of those anyway. I've never been
You never bother with that, but, they try it and make you,
Well, these days it's a case of celebrities promoting something. Okay, well, we'll ignore that then. celebrity endorsement, depending on who they are, is probably negative these days.
This is why I don't talk about politics or anything like that. You know it's genuinely me because he goes, yeah, he doesn't talk about politics.
Yeah.
It's ruining my experience now. I used to love YouTube.
Yeah. Well, there's the fact they seem to be. They also seem to be wanting to go for shorts and things like this as well, don't they? YouTube, changing his YouTube. A lot of people are saying that they just don't get the they don't get the views they used to get. And they put a video out, and it won't.
Well, there's a lot of competition out there at the moment with different channels and everything.
No, I don't think I don't think Kevin Hicks is AI at all. He's excellent channel. Well, certainly not the way he makes those models. He does the models for battlefields and the like.
Anyway, we talked about AI now for an hour. Only quiet tonight, Colin.
It is surprisingly, yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, apart from the fact that my downstairs neighbour or someone downstairs even did a lot of fucking drilling for the last few days, but yeah, it's definitely
it's not
a lot quieter than it has been.
I think everyone's going to displays now, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
You know how much it costs for fireworks in it these days?
No, I don't, and I just walk past. I just walk past them and I see them in Asda anyway, so I have no idea how much they cost.
Here's a question for you, Colin.
No, I haven't. I don't know that one.
Well, that's something to add to your list.
Don't
It
even
is
know the
expensive. It's not just that it's expensive, but if you go to a display, right, one, you're not getting hurt unless the firework comes directly at you, and then it's the problem who put the fireworks out. Two, you're taking the family to enjoy the experience, but while you're there, you've got, like, you can have something to eat at and all that. Yeah, it may be expensive, but you're just going to see a display, right? Sometimes you get some person who puts a display on for the community, you know, in the road.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, if you're not, because, what was it, years ago, everyone was launching fireworks like mad, but now...
Well, that's what I was saying to you before we came online. Back when I was nipper, we had fireworks on November the 5th, and probably the and possibly the weekend nearest to November the 5th. Usually, but usually. Not if that weekend also happened to be Remembrance Weekend. We didn't even have fireworks, as far as I remember, for New Year's. Then fireworks for New Year's came in. Now, as Miranda says, we get fireworks from Lord knows when onwards. We get Diwali, we got this, we get that, we get the other.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking, right? So November the 5th, no one's not launching any fireworks, right? Not a lot. So they've gone to a display, but don't forget, people are sending fireworks for New Year's.
That's what I said. Yeah, we didn't really used to do that. That's relatively new.
Yeah, but you know when New Year's is rolling about, it goes off like a bleeding war zone.
Well, yeah, I said that never used to happen. I think it started in London, started doing it. I think I could be completely wrong about that, but I think it started that London started having fireworks for New Year's, and then that kind of spread out, probably to the delight of the fireworks manufacturers, because it meant that there was that he got the the fireworks companies could say, well, rather than having something that was basically around 1 day a year, it was for other things as well. And I don't like to be a curmudgeon and a spoil sport and all the rest of it, but sorry, but if you're doing fireworks, you're not just having fireworks. So you're inflicting those fireworks on anybody within earshot, including animals, people with nervous disposition, with PTSD, with all sorts of conditions, so you're no longer just doing it for, it's not something for yourself, even if you're just doing it in your back garden. I mean, there's a reason why one of the major uses for fireworks used to be distress rockets.
Yes.
At sea. You could see them from a long way away.
Yeah. It's like when they lit the what was it? What happened with the Titanic?
Yeah. They I don't think, I'm not sure that, I think the Titanic only, I'm not sure they had distress rockets or not on the Titanic. I know they radioed out to nearby vessels.
Yeah, but someone did say like the fireworks.
They might have done, yeah. As I said, I genuinely don't know. I mean, I would imagine they would have done. I would imagine they would have had. Distress rockets and the like.
Wow. Yeah, well, it's just so quiet, See what happens on Wednesday. Really go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, shall we end the show early anyway, Colin?
Well, be good if you want. I mean, we've talked about the AI. We've talked about.
Okay. Well, we got. Let's just say next month we're going to have 2 shows.
Are we?
This month, me and Jim are returning with.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
On the 22nd. The 22nd of November.
Right. Yeah.
But next month it'll be December 20th, and Let's Talk Geeky 102. But we come back on Monday the 1st
of December or January. You're talking about?
Take care, Miranda.
Right.
No, first of December, and let's do it because we're going to be ending Monday night with FFSI on the 29th. It's not permanent. It's just Let's Talk Geeky will become the new major flagship show of FFSI.
Yeah.
And Colin's got other stuff to do.
Okay, so Monday. Yeah, I mean, if that's when the days fall, that's when the days fall, isn't it?
Yeah, Monday the 1st and Monday the 29th. And then Monday the 29th will be our final FFS Monday night with FFSI. Yeah?
Yeah. I think so. If that's how the days fall, yeah.
Okay. Right. Well. What you got coming up, Colin?
I seem to have somehow managed to blag myself semi-regular appearance on the Wayfarer project on Sunday nights now. I just got dragged in. I sort of semi-blagged myself once because they were talking about Babylon 5. And then I've got dragged in sort of I've obviously made a fishing impression. I tend to be on there when we're doing TV shows. We sort of alternate Babylon. We did Space 1999 again last night, Babylon 5 and UFO, but that doesn't even start till midnight or gone on Sunday. So this is why I'm half asleep on a Monday. And hopefully when the Nerdfighter comes back, hopefully I will be appearing on there.
Yeah. Well, me and Jim the Viking will be back on November the 22nd with Let's Talk Geeky 101, the relaunch.
Okay.
So, but anyway, right, as it's firework night on Wednesday, we have got a safety video to play before the actual ending. So everyone out there watching, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, send a pigeon to us, yada yada yada. Have a fun month and catch you on December the 1st. So, shall we end the stream?
We could do. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah,
Since we just said we're going to.
Yeah. I say it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Take care, everyone. See you next month.
Keep balancing and close by reading instructions with care.
You do run. You do run.
Light the fuse and arms safely give it some air.
You do run. You do run. Oi!
Never chuckle around.
Oi!
Never hang around.
Oi!
Never return once a fire's been lit.
You don't do run. You don't do run.
If you break the fireworks code,
We'll break your legs.
then you won't run.
Run. You won't run.
Follow the fireworks code by order of...
The management.